Hello YouTube and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a very long time, but I promise I'm still here, still alive. I'm gonna set you guys down right here. So without further ado, I'm just gonna kind of get into this video. Just kind of talk about my reverse diet. Let me fix you guys. Talk about my reverse diet, my post-show, how it went, because I am 9 weeks, almost 10 weeks post-show now. Obviously, like, the reverse diet's not really a reverse diet anymore. I would say I'm 80% reverse dieted by now. So, first off, let's just, start off with why I didn't post anything. So don't get me wrong, I did film a lot of YouTube videos I literally filmed 4 YouTube videos post-show. I just never posted them. And if I'm being quite honest, I kind of just wanted to keep to myself for a little bit before just posting. I kind of stopped posting as much on Instagram as well, just like as much as I used to, I feel like. Not even because I got any sort of like post-show blues or anything like that. Like, I just kind of wanted to do my thing without people seeing it. I just wanted to bodybuild without posting about it, if I'm being completely honest. Not that I'm this like huge influencer or anything, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted to do my thing and not post about it. And that's exactly what I did. I mean, I left little like updates here and there on Instagram, but for the most part, I was kind of just in the dark. But my reverse diet went really well. The best reverse diet I've ever had, and I think I've done like 3. This is my 3rd one. I am sitting about 9 pounds up from my stage weight, so that's pretty good. 9 weeks post-show, obviously I'm softer and whatever, but I'm healthy, and I actually don't hate how I look. Which was a really big thing for me last year, because at this point last year, 9 weeks post-show, I was another 15 pounds from where I am right now. So you do the math, about almost 25 pounds 9 weeks post-show, and that was not my doing. I've kind of touched on this. I followed that old coach's reverse diet. It just kind of was not a good reverse diet. I don't really want to go too far into it. But my coach this year around, like, my prep was just like amazing, and my reverse, don't get me wrong, it was still very hard for me. Hunger was still wild. But it was a lot better than my last reverse diet, obviously. But we are actually about to start our first off-season push this next week, I believe, Monday. So I'm really excited for that. I'm feeling like I'm in such a good spot to start the off-season push. So yeah, we've just kind of been chilling at like maintenance right now with food and nothing else. But yeah, training's been really amazing. I never went through a period of I hate the gym like I did last year. I hate training. Like, I actually went down to 4 days of training for I think 3 weeks post-show, because my coach thought it would be a good idea, because I was experiencing just some like lightheadedness and dizziness. So we did that, and I'm back to 5 days and I feel really good. It was definitely hard for me to go to 4 days, but I did it, and I did some yoga classes on that 5th day for like an active recovery. And I'm back at 100, doing my thing, training hard, loving my training. Like I said, I didn't go through any sort of post-show blues this time, and it's like just like a full 180 kind of from my last post-show, because looking back, I definitely did experience some post-show blues. I was just kind of like already trying to plan my next season. I was just upset about like the reverse diet, obviously, because it didn't go how I was wanting it to go, despite me following everything. And I just yeah, and I feel like if I can make that much progress with not that great setup of a off season and whatever, and just not, in my opinion, I worked really hard that last off season, followed everything, but I feel like the plan was a little bit flawed. So I'm excited for this off season with a very great plan to follow, one that I feel aligned with and that I don't feel like is not good for me to follow. So I'm excited to see how we progress. I have zero idea when I will step on stage again, like show-wise, probably next year, but honestly, I'm really just going with the flow and seeing how my body grows, because one thing about me, I do not want to show up on stage next time I go on stage just looking a little bit better or a little bit improved or just showing up the same. Like for me, I put my all into my off season, my preps, and if I'm going to prep next time, I'm going to prep to win. Like I always prep to win, but I do believe that the next time I step on stage will be my time. I've actually never said that out loud really to a camera, so speaking it into existence, I guess. But I fully believe that, and I'm working hard every single day. Even though I'm not really sharing much of it right now, I am, and it just feels really good to just do it without showing much of it and just enjoy the process, because I think for me, I love sharing my YouTube videos and all that fun stuff, but for me it gets hard to share it all the time because sometimes I just want to do my thing without anybody knowing what I'm doing. But I like to be a little mystery. So yeah, the reverse diet, I did the 4 days of training. I've been doing my free meals once a week. My fiance is currently in Costa Rica, just checking out where we're honeymooning and picking out different spots. So I'm actually alone for 2 weeks, which has been really good for me. I've just been enjoying my time alone. He's been enjoying his time alone, and yeah, I've just been doing some stuff. Keeping busy, all that fun stuff. But yeah, there was some adjustments in my personal life that I was dealing with post-show. So, just kind of navigating that with the reverse diet in the post-show feels and whatever. And it was just kind of a lot for a little bit. And it is still kind of an adjustment for me. Just, it was something that was marinating during my prep, but it's just a thing for me. Like, this is something I want to get better at. When I'm on prep, I don't really want to deal with everything. Like, if there's certain, like, big decisions that I have to make and stuff, I don't really like to make them on a prep because I feel like my mind's not there. So I didn't, and then, when you're post-show, it kind of makes it a little bit harder because that's the last thing you want to do. But I did some stuff, and, it is hard, especially when you're not where you want to be with some certain things in life, but I'm just trying to trust God, put my faith in God, and know that He has a plan for whatever's going on, and I found peace in that, and joy in that, and just finding joy in the fact that, like, just because I'm not where I want to be with some things, personal, bodybuilding, everything, like, just period, and this goes for everybody, just because you're not where you want to be with things doesn't mean you can't be happy where you're at. And I've just come to kind of be at peace with that and just thrive even if I'm not where I want to be. So that's really been nice. I definitely still have my moments, don't get me wrong, about some things, not bodybuilding related. But, it's just part of life, and I'm young, so I just gotta keep rolling with things. But today's Friday. This morning I was up super early, like 4 a.m., and I was working, and then I'm going to be working a little bit later today. But I came home and I took a 3-hour nap because I did not sleep well last night. another thing I'm trying to prioritize this improvement season is to have more life outside of bodybuilding. I am very, like, when I set a goal, I'm going to achieve it. And I think I get too hyper-focused on things. And last off-season, I was very hyper-focused. And I didn't really allow myself to do very, very much outside of bodybuilding. Like, I'm still hitting my protocols and hitting all my training the same, if not even more intense than I was last year. But I'm just, like, trying to do more life stuff. So I got a coffee with a friend yesterday, a new friend, which for me, that might not sound like a lot for you guys, but it's very hard for me to make friends. Very difficult. So this was kind of like a big thing for me. But we went to get coffee yesterday. So it was around like 2 o'clock, and I typically don't drink caffeine past like 11, but you know, I was like, whatever, we're when in Rome, you know, I love my coffee. So I got a coffee, and I should have just got decaf, but I did not sleep well last night. So there's that. But yeah, so I came home, took like a 3-hour nap. It's 12:50 now. And I was going to sit by my pool, even though it's a little bit gloomy outside, but the pool is closed for cleaning. I got my suit on, all of it, which I actually just got a new bathing suit, which is super cute. And I was so excited because I was going to take some pictures too. But unfortunately the pool is closed. So I'll do that tomorrow because they reopen tomorrow. But I am going to make almond butter now. So that is another thing I've been doing. I've been making nut butters. Specifically, I made cashew butter too, but my almond butter, I love it. Basically, I'll show you guys how I do it, but it's been so good. So I'm going to make that, and then honestly, I'm probably just going to chill until I gotta do some work around like 5 o'clock. Because yesterday I was running around, the day before I was running around, so it's just kind of nice to just relax and just be. My training has changed just a tad. Just changed out a couple exercises that can essentially activate my quads, and took them out, and we're just putting in fully glute bias. I actually made the training program because that's just what I love to do. I obviously sent it over to my coach and stuff, but it's very similar to what I was doing. I just switched out a couple of exercises. And because that's the best way to grow muscle, guys. You don't change your exercises every freaking month, or when you get sick of them, or when you get bored of them. The best way to grow muscle is to progress the boring basic movements. Laura Lee Chapados and all of those high-level named athletes, Amy, and, you know, yes, you see their workouts now, but they are in maintenance mode, my friends. They do not need to grow any more glutes or shoulders. So when you see girls like that in whatever division you may compete in, don't copy them. Like, I promise, you're not at that point yet. So, yeah, I've just been enjoying having the energy to train. Not that I was super low energy on prep, but you know, when you have extra body fat on you, it's just a lot more enjoyable to train. The pumps obviously aren't as freaky, but the glute pumps, you guys, like, my butt feels huge again. And honestly, this is probably the most confident I've felt in my skin in a very long time. It took me a little bit, this reverse diet, for my eyes to get used to how I'm looking. Not that I'm like super high body fat, but it is a shift to see yourself go from such a low body fat to just healthy again. So I'm at a point now where I'm still got some vascularity, where I like how I look. So that's great. I'm trying to think what else. My food's at a good spot. It's been at a good spot. I was feeding into the shows, so my food was pretty high for the last bit. So honestly, like going into the reverse was a lot harder for me because it was lower than what I was eating into the shows, because I was eating so much, there ain't no way you could start a reverse diet at that high of calories. But we're still working our way up to more and more. And we're about to do a big push in some food because, yeah, like I said, I've been sitting at a maintenance for a little bit. I got my labs done a couple weeks ago. Or no, it was last week, a couple weeks ago. And they came back pretty good. The only thing that was off a little bit was my cortisol, which I just have like high cortisol. I always have, and we're trying to get to the root cause of it. It's not my gut, because we were thinking it could be that, but I don't have any sort of like issues with it. So we've just been adding in more supplementation, but other than that, like my labs were pretty good. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, honestly, I've just been vibing and, working through some stuff mentally. Not really bodybuilding related. Like bodybuilding related, I've been doing great. So that's really good. But, oh my gosh, how could I forget to say this? I'm getting a puppy. I'm going to try and upload this before I get her, which is next Sunday or Saturday. So like, yeah, Angie, you better. Like that's in like a week and 3 days or 1 day. But I am getting a puppy. If you do know, if you don't, I've wanted a miniature dachshund since I was like 13, 14 years old. And we are finally getting one. So we saw her on Facebook and I was like, we should just get her. Like my mom sent me her and she's like, you should get her. And I was like, I should. And then I messaged the lady and I just ended up doing it. So I literally am so excited. She's just black and tan. It's like gonna be a dream come true. I'll vlog that trip because I am actually flying to Arkansas for a day, getting the dog, flying back the same day. So maybe I'll like film that process. I feel like that could be fun. Maybe show how I pack my meals because obviously I am still staying on track. I'm not training that day, but I'll still be packing my food. But yeah, I'm super, super, super excited. She's gonna be renamed. Okay, so miniature dachshunds are already small, miniature, but she is going to be extra mini because, she's the runt of the litter. Like she's literally 2 pounds right now. When she was like a month old or 6 weeks old, 1.6 pounds. So she's tiny, tiny. And I named her Peanut because she's just gonna be a little peanut. Like she's not even gonna be as big as normal miniature dachshunds. And I'm just so excited. But yeah, and I'm getting married in November. I'm just, I'm trying to just really lean into this part of my life, I guess you could say. Because that is something that I did allow myself last off season, is to just really get consumed by bodybuilding. Like, don't get me wrong, I still like eat, sleep, breathe bodybuilding, which is probably still not that great. But who doesn't? I'm sorry. You kind of have to be obsessed to be great at this sport. But I'm still like forcing myself to do things outside of it, yada yada. But I guess that's my update for right now. It's, almost 1 o'clock. I'm still pretty, my appetite's still pretty high, but your girl always has an appetite. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I think this is just going to be like a couple of days, just like random snippets. Not putting training footage in because honestly, I just feel like it's kind of boring. Like when I watch people's YouTube videos and they put in training footage, I'm like, this is just boring. I don't really care. Let me know if you want to see it. I could still post it if you guys want to see it, but I just kind of feel like it's boring. Today's a rest day though, but tomorrow, let me pull out my schedule. Tomorrow, I will be training upper, and then I'm actually going to get my hair and makeup done because we're trying out my hair and makeup for my wedding. Like I gave them photos and it's like a trial. So I will show you guys that because I feel like that would be fun. I want to show more of my like life rather than the very little smidge of it that isn't bodybuilding. I want to show you guys. So that, and I'll probably edit this video, and I'm just gonna train. That's really all my plans. And I need to clean the inside of my car, so I gotta do that at some point. But yep, exciting stuff, you guys. I will talk to you when I talk to you. So friends, oh my gosh, I almost spilled this everywhere. I roasted my almonds. They're just plain unsalted almonds from Costco. I roasted them for like 11 or 12 minutes. They're actually like pretty dark. And then I'm going to literally just put it in my food processor. I have a mini food processor. I need a bigger one for sure. And then I'm just going to literally food process it until it's not clumpy, and I'll come back. You can literally add whatever you want to it. Personally, I don't add any oils to it because like the whole point of me making it is so it doesn't have oils in it. I put pink salt in mine. Here she is done. I put some pink salt in mine, and then I put a little bit of maple stevia drops in there because flavored almond butters are so good. They always have junk in them, like all nut butters. So that's what I've been doing. I've been adding a little bit of like, I did a vanilla cinnamon one, and that one was really good. And I did a maple one now. I've only ever done cinnamon vanilla. I'm gonna do a little taste test. I roasted the nuts a little bit longer than I usually do, and I didn't do as much nuts. I just did the rest that I had. I'll do a little, just a tiny little taste. It's still warm too. That is fire. Amazing. And it literally only took me like 15 minutes. And honestly, it would probably take less time if my food processor didn't kind of suck. But here she is. Usually, I think I still like it not roasted as long, but still, that was amazing. Good morning, friends. It is Friday. It's 11 o'clock. I woke up, did some stuff around the apartment. I went to the grocery store. Had to drop some stuff off somewhere. I'm finally talking to a wedding photographer. That has been like the hardest thing to find. I've emailed so many of them and none of them got back to me, but this lady got back to me 30 minutes after I emailed her, so, which is good, and she's available for our wedding, so great. But I'm eating my pre-workout meal right now. I have been doing so this is the cookie butter elevate cream of rice, and then I put a whey drip on top, and I put white chocolate peanut butter protein whey drip, whatever. I have a half a banana, and then I have some nut butter, and you guys, this is literally so good. It's like dessert. I'm gonna be honest though, I like the Flavor Yang cream of rice better. This cream of rice is very grainy, and I'm not a fan of it. They even said like they made their formula more grainy. I'm like, why would you do that? That's just why would you do that? Because their flavors are awesome, but I don't like how grainy they are. So for that reason, I like Bowl of Gains better. But I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm hitting shoulders. And I'll talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. Just kind of getting a lot of stuff done today before I get my makeup and hair done later for the trial. I just realized I never showed the glam. Oh my gosh, I'm literally actually kind of obsessed with it. So yeah, my hair is fallen obviously because it's been a minute, and my hair doesn't keep curl, and we're gonna keep the curlers in longer on the day of the wedding, but just it's gonna be like beach waves. But look at the back, it's so cool. I don't know if you can, yeah you can. It's like a super cool, and overall I love the makeup. I feel like a princess. The lady was so nice too. She was like asking me if I was like, she probably does this to everybody, but she was like asking me if I was like a supermodel. And she was like, you literally look like a princess. And like, I do feel like a princess. But yeah. Alrighty vlog, so I got myself a burrito from Papo's. If you don't know what Papo's is, it's so good. I haven't had it in years. But they hand press the burritos, like the actual tortilla, at the store. And then I also got cookies from this bakery, and I'm so excited. Probably not gonna finish all of them because they're big, but like, they're literally the best cookies ever. It's a local bakery. They only sell them on Saturdays. So excited. So I'm gonna eat this, but look at my cookies. So yeah, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you like it, subscribe, because I'm gonna start posting again, hopefully. And if you leave anything from this video, I hope you will leave with the fact of just trying to be happy with where you're at, even if it's not where you want to be. And that's the message of this video. But I will see you guys next time. I'll leave my Instagram below, so follow me there. Send me a DM if you want to chat. And I will also leave my one-on-one competition prep, lifestyle, and off-season coaching application below. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.